Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And this is a paid request for Joseph. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, whether it be a movie review or re-review, a topic, thoughts on the trailer, video game playthrough, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video, whatever the case may be. PayPal's the best way to do it. Do have a Cash app as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for, well, he wanted my thoughts on the Anaconda trailer that came out. That stars Jack Black and Paul Rudd. And I didn't realize this. It's being directed by the same guy that did The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which I actually liked with Nicolas Cage. I thought, yeah, Pedro Pascal's in it, but that was before he was really getting on my nerves and many other people's nerves. But I like that film. I think it's pretty decent. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking making this. And yes, I know the movie's not out. It comes out in December. First and foremost, this was the biggest piece of utter shite of a trailer I've seen in a while. What a trailer is like this, I have not seen, read, heard a single person say this trailer was good. To the point that I shit you not, I now have a migraine, and I am literally going to take this to show I'm not even joking. Right here. This is how funny bad, you know. For those who think I'm lying, there it is. Right there. Right there. Right there. Like literally. It gave me a fucking headache that I'm taking a damn pill. Maybe the only trailer in a long time it made me want to take pills. Like I was the old age of Shawn Michaels. I'll probably need another one after I get done with this review. Because this is a review of the trailer. First and foremost, no one asked for this. No one asked for this movie. No one asked for this property to be rebooted. Let alone to do some, you think you're smart but you're not meta, where they think they're being tongue-in-cheek but they're not. Where, well, it's about characters that want to reboot Anaconda, and it was their dream to reboot Anaconda. So they go to wherever they go. Paul Rudd, Jack Black, Steve Zahn, which has been a while since I've seen him, and I don't know the lady's name. They go with a crew, someone who knows a bit about snakes. They have a snake. They accidentally kill the snake. They need snakes for their movie. They go further in, and then big, giant, sci-fi channel-looking snakes are going to go chase them. And either the movie is the biggest pile of shit, which it more likely is, or whoever edited this trailer knew it was crap and did this on purpose to show how crappy it is, or there's nothing good in the movie that it could be one of those things that the editor of the trailer is given this film and they're watching the film and they go, I don't know how to make this film look good. It's impossible. So I guess I'll make like the worst fucking trailer. I mean, I wrote here, no one asked for this and no one liked it. This trailer. Again, I have yet to meet or hear a single person say they liked the trailer. Now, before I go on, I like the original Anaconda. I do. I liked it. I saw it in the theater back in the day. And I had a good time. It's a fun B movie. I don't mind Jennifer Lopez. More so back then. Before her tomfoolery later on. Because I liked the film The Cell. I liked her in this. Out of Sight, I think, is a good film with George Clooney, Don Cheadle. Isn't Ving Rhames in it? It's been a while since I've seen it. She did not do a bad job in Selena. I don't love the film, but she didn't do a bad job. But I liked Ice Cube in the film. He does what he needs to do. You got Owen Wilson. You got, I can't believe I forgot his name, John Voight. Having fun, deliciously evil with that accent, and at least the snake stuff. Yes, there's some bad CG, but they also try to do some practical. Granted, when you watch it, it does look very stiff, but I appreciate the practicality and that there's some real stuff being used there, and not just 100% CG fest, which this more likely will be. And the CGI doesn't even look that much better than in 1997. At least the stuff you saw here. And no one asked for this. Why does Hollywood not understand maybe give people what they want instead of continually giving them stuff they don't want? And you wonder why so many films are not doing that well. Because you look at the slate of movies coming out, and do I need this film? Do I need that film? Not really. So I'm not going to go see a lot of them. Did we need an I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot, sequel, legacy sequel? No. They went, well, Scream 5 and 6 did well, so we're going to do our own, and it didn't do that great because no one gave a shit. Here, I don't know, maybe because Jack Black was in Minecraft and that made $1 billion. Hey, Paul Rudd, he's in the Ant-Man films. Since a lot of people think of the original Anaconda as a laughingstock, people, oh, I did the joke, they're making fun of it. Just, again, I actually liked the original Anaconda. And here's the other thing. For a movie that advertises itself as a comedy, there was nothing funny in the trailer. Like, if you looked at the trailer step by step, it's supposed to sell you on comedy. Where are the parts that I'm supposed to be fucking laughing at for a fucking comedy? Can someone answer me that? If someone put their Anaconda dick in Jack Black's mouth, maybe I would laugh. Okay, I'd be like, Rose, choke on it, choke on it. Just Jack Black does suck dick. So you might as well do it literally. Because he's done enough figuratively. He has sucked dick for a long, long time. I can't remember the last Jack Black, maybe Tropic Thunder or Nacho Libre. I can't remember which came out. Like, those two were the last time I gave a shit about Jack Black. He's made terrible films since then. The whole thing with him and his buddy laughing that someone tried to kill Trump. And what makes that less funny to me is that when that happened, a guy died saving his family. So I didn't think that shit was funny because, you know, that guy saved his family from that psycho. Whether you like or hate Trump, that guy who died didn't deserve it. He was a guy who saved his family. It's pretty damn heroic of that guy. So anyway. But I'm sure Jack Black and his buddy don't even know that happened or don't even remember or don't give a shit. And Minecraft was a piece of shit. Most of his films recently have been pieces of shit. Oh, the video game. The Borderlands. That was fucking awful. So you got Borderlands, you got Minecraft, and there was another one, I forgot what it was. And he's just playing another crappy version of his character from King Kong. The director that wants to do anything possible to get his movie done and get his movie shot. I'm like, Jack Black, you already played this character once in King Kong from 2005. And even people who like that film, a lot of them say you were the worst part, or you were miscast, or they didn't like you. I don't like the King Kong film from 2005. I prefer the 1930s one. I prefer the Kong Skull Island one. I even prefer the 70s one. I think it's overbloated, overlong, but Jack Black was one of the worst parts. He was completely miscast as that director. Denham, I think was the character's name, Carl Denham. They were probably the worst casting bit in the 2005 King Kong film, if I have to choose. The worst casting bit within that movie. Now you don't play another version of him. That's pretty much what you're doing. Paul Rudd, the check must have been good. Maybe because he knows his Ant-Man days are pretty close to being done. His Ant-Man 3 did not do that well. They get bombed. Good luck getting Ant-Man 4. He'll do maybe some Avengers stuff, and then he's getting up there with age, and he can't do it forever. Again, I doubt you're going to see an Ant-Man 4 anytime soon with how badly the third one did. So he knows his Ant-Man days are numbered. Hey, this guy did a film that made $1 billion. You know, Jack Black was in. But it didn't make $1 billion for him. That's the thing. It's not like Minecraft made $1 billion because Jack Black was in it. You could have had Rob fucking Schneider, Carrot Top, the Weekend of Bernie's, bring back Ernest P. Worrell, Jim Varney from the grave. Have a skeleton and put the Ernest clothes on him and just have him paraded around like Weekend at Bernie's. And it still would have made $1 billion. Because it's Minecraft and there's a lot of fans who want to see that regardless. Because, ooh, there's a pig and whatever the fuck. Pidgeot, whatever the fuck is called. Pidfucker, Pidjockey, Jottitch, whatever the hell is called. Chicken jockey, chicken in a biscuit, chicken up your nuts. Nutcracker Sweet, Piggy Style, Miss Piggy fucked a duck. Whatever the fuck it's called, I don't care because that movie sucked and I never played a single hour of Minecraft. So I don't give a shit. Because I don't give a shit about this movie. I know I need to take another pill because the headache's still there. So, what happens throughout the trailer? Jack Black, Paul Rudd. This seems like the type of movie Jack Black's character from Tropic Thunder would have done. Like, he did the Fatties 2, that he did whatever the film Tropic Thunder, but now he's doing films like this. It seems like if you put this as a trailer at the beginning of Tropic Thunder, it would fit. As these really bad, awful movies that this has to be parody, and it's not. Just ain't that smart. They talk to each other. Jack says, let's reboot Anaconda. Paul Rudd's like, yeah, what? They need $2 million. They're approved for $9,000. Steve Zahn says, yay. Because the humor is that, wow, he said yay. That's like the most weak, lackluster writing. This does feel like AI wrote this. Like, from what I see in the trailer, like AI wrote it. AI, I will maintain AI had a hand in writing whatever fucking script this is. They did a bolt. There's a snake. It's accidentally killed. They go to the jungle. They find a bigger one. And then for some reason they use like the song choice is so misguided. The song they use is like trying to be an epic version of I liked big butts and I don't know why. You other bros can't deny. Why? Because someone goes, oh my god. And they make it seem as if people like Jack Black are saying that. And because there's one line he says, my anaconda. My anaconda. It's like literally they went, okay, any songs that feature the word anaconda. Oh, what's that one? It's the he likes big butts and cannot lie. Use that, but don't you think that's a bit stupid? Like, no, 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 come on. I mean, it's funny because it's a comedy and it's a goofy song. You know, he's. I guarantee you, 92 to 95%, because you'd always account for oddities, the odd man out. That over 90% of people, when the ones who saw this trailer, when they heard that song, they had the collective eye roll or going to back of the head going, cue that line from John Carpenter's The Thing. You've got to be fucking kidding me. There's a complete lack of horror in the trailer, so they're not even going to try for that. Yeah, the few scenes with the snake, one you see outside their window and it looks horrendous. One attacks a lady and Paul Rudd goes, "Oh shit!" And then Jack Black they think is dead. They put him as bait with a dead pig on him. He runs. You know he's not going to die. And then you don't even really see the snake try to get him. It just, well, you kind of, but it cuts and, you know, he's probably don't get the pig. You don't get the pig instead. That's why the pig's there. So it doesn't kill you. It gets the pig. And Jack Black's caught. He'll be probably dragged around. And he either falls and lands on his face or lands on his fat ass. Or they pull and or something. You know, Paul Rudd, Steve Zahn pull him off or something. Once again, if you want a reminder as to why Hollywood is dying, why Hollywood movies are not making that much money, except the occasional, hey, a lot of people like this property, so let's just go see it as an event, as a party. Which is what, like, people who loved Barbie, they saw Barbie as just a collective party. Same with Minecraft. Which it was, because you see, there was more news on the movie theaters going crazy than the fucking movie itself. And people bring real life chickens. That's why they went to see it in theaters, for the fucking party thing. Not because the movie was worth a shit. So unless it's like a big property that the collective mindset of fans love so much, they'll go just party on and talk about it in forums and shit. It's not about making a movie worth a shit, fun escapism wise. And this is why Hollywood is going down the drain. You know, the more I look at films going out into theaters, I can't tell the difference between them and the fucking Tubi originals. I'm not talking about films on Tubi, I'm talking about Tubi originals. This might as well be a glorified Sci-Fi Channel movie. There's nothing funny in the trailer. There's nothing trying to be remotely scary in the trailer. It is fucking horrendous. If I could lean my head down, I'd rather eat my own ass than watch this fucking movie. The only way I watch this fucking movie is if I got a paid request. I'd rather suck my own Anaconda, because at least they would give me more to talk about, and definitely give me more pleasure. I'd be like Laney Poffo or Virgil, or some other person who could suck their own dick. For those who don't know, Laney Poffo was Macho Man Randy Savage's brother, Mr. Genius. Rest in peace to him and Virgil, but from what I heard, they could suck their own dicks. I'm jealous. Because I'd rather do that and feel good than watch this fucking movie and more likely feel bad. I prefer this Anaconda over this fucking Anaconda. Alright? How big is Batista's dick? Anyway. Fuck this fucking trailer. Fuck this fucking movie. I know at one point there was a Blu-ray of the original that has some features, but I think it was an overseas release, and I don't even remember what release that was. I would rather look for that to see if it's in print. Or have like a 4K of Anaconda and have like a big special edition. I'd rather pay money for that than watch this bullshit. If you somehow like this trailer, please explain why. Because otherwise I won't believe you. Oh, I wanted to add one more thing. I guess in a way this is a reunion for Saving Silverman. Remember that movie? Which I liked. Because you got Jack Black and Steve Zahn together. What, no Jason Biggs? Might as well. Instead of Paul Rudd, you might as well have Jason Biggs and have a full fucking reunion of Saving Silverman. Have Neil Diamond song play. You know, Live on the Rocks. Anaconda Surprise. The Anaconda vise will pop up your eyes. Well, it goes up your ass. You'll never give out any more sass. Oh, everywhere around the world, we choking on anacondas. For all the boys and all the girls, they're dying from anacondas. We die from anacondas. Today, you die from anacondas. Today. If you've never seen Saving Silverman, you won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's actually a funny movie. Even just from the trailer. Jack Black, when he was worth the shit. Steve Zahn. Yeah, Arlie Ermy, may he rest in peace. He was in it. Neil Diamond has a cameo and has a song or two in there. It was about Jason Biggs. Fell in love with this lady. His buddies know that she's awful. So they try to save Silverman from this lady. He's like, no, you really love this lady. You should get with him. So the good trick of the movie is Jack Black and Steve Zahn working together to try to get Jason Biggs away from this lady. So, there you go. Kind of a Saving Silverman reunion. There. I'll just go watch Saving Silverman, which I actually saw in the theater. So, yeah. Just had to add those 2 cents in, because I shut the camera off. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Steve Zahn and Jack Black were in Saving Silverman. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to think of a better movie. Later.